Hi, Matt with eTrailer. If you have a 2023 Thor Gemini Motorhome and you're just trying to get a lot of bikes from point A to point B at an affordable price range, then the Hollywood Rack's destination for Ford bikes is going to be a great option for you. So let's check it out. So right off the bat, you'll probably notice we don't have this super close to our vehicle today because we have this tray open right here. The reason that is because we do have a larger mountain bike on today, and these are some pretty wide handlebars. So if you have a very similar style bike, you're probably not going to be able to get it over here. We almost got it on, but if you were to ride this down the road and this was shaking a lot, it is most likely going to make contact. So if you put it in the second closest position, you should be fine. Or if you have a road bike, then you should be able to put it in the closest position because those handlebars do not stick out very far. Now, something else to note about this is its weight capacity. It's going to be 35 pounds per bike, and we're going to be able to hold 4 of them, which is a lot and perfect for a family. The one downside about this is we're not going to have a tilt-away. So if you want to take a closer look at this rack, I'm going to have to take off my bike. Where I like to start is just with these wheel straps. I'm just going to press in on that button. It's going to release, and then I can go over to the back side. It's going to be the same process. Release that tab and tuck away this strap so it's out of my way. And the last point we just got to go to is going to be this one against our frame. So since we are making frame contact, I don't recommend putting any carbon or alternative frame bikes on here. Now this pad does have the ability to rotate, so it can accommodate a lot of different styles of frames, but for the most part you're going to be limited to the center here. Once you're done with all that, all you have to do is lift up on your bike, take it off, and then you can take it out for a ride. And now we just got to put everything back up. All I have to do is just put these straps into place just so they're not bouncing around as I drive. I'm going to leave one of these disconnected. I'll have to probably put that one back up and put this in up too. But for putting down the center mast, it's just going to have to use this wing nut here, just loosen it up some. We're going to have this middle bar that attaches to it. So just lift up on that, and then you retighten this down if you want. And I'm going to lower this into place. I'm going to have to just orient those in different spots. And I left both of these undone, whichever one you want to use. I like to use this one because it's going to be closer. Because if we don't strap this down, that's going to be bouncing around as you drive. So that's what I recommend doing, just to secure this down so everything's pretty flush. We can get a few measurements just to see how this is going to live back here. So the first one I like to get is going to be the ground clearance. So from the lowest point, that's going to be a little bit over 23 inches, which is really good. Even if you have this fully loaded, it might drop an inch, which is still going to give you plenty of ground clearance. Now, if we measure from our back bumper to the back of the carrier, that's going to be about 41.5 inches, which is going to stick out quite a bit. But it's actually not too bad for a 4-bike carrier. That's pretty compact. Just keep in mind if you're in those tighter spots like a parking spot or a garage, it's going to be a tight fit. But we can save some space. And how we do that is by coming over to this area over here. I'm just going to remove this safety clip first. Put that somewhere I won't lose it. Then loosen up this hand knob. With that all the way loosened up, I can lift up on the carrier and put it into this position here. Just make sure you grab that hand knob again and thread it back on to secure it down. You also don't want to forget about that safety clip either. But with it in this position, we can check out how much room we're saving. So from our back bumper to the back of the carrier, now we're only going to be a little bit over 15 inches. So that's going to save you a lot of space. And the way it's going to sit on the back of here is not going to block a whole lot. The only thing you're really going to block is going to be your license plate. And that's going to be the case for pretty much all bike racks because of how low that sits. Now your taillights and your backup camera won't be obstructed at all, so you should be good in that respect. And the way this is going to install is we're going to have this 2-inch shank that goes into your 2-inch hitch receiver. we'll have a anti-rattle bolt that goes through to the other side and connects to a lock core. So you're going to have that extra security so no one can take your rack, and that anti-rattle bolt is going to give us a really good fit so we don't have any shaking from back here, so this rack lasts longer. In my opinion, I think this is a great option if you are trying to take a lot of bikes from point A to point B, especially if you have a larger family and you're looking for something that's a bit more affordable. Now, if you're looking for something just a little bit easier to operate, then I'd recommend checking out the Yakima Long Haul Bike Rack. The biggest difference there is that's going to be a hanging style bike rack. So while you will be able to carry a lot of bikes from point A to point B, they will be hanging, so they're going to move a little bit. And if you're not a big fan of that, then that's definitely going to be where this one comes in the hand. Because since we have 3 points how it secures, your bikes will be held in place really nicely compared to any type of hanging style bike rack out there. And that was just a look at the Hollywood Racks Destination Bike Rack for 4 bikes on the back of our 2023 Thor Gemini Motorhome. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.